Hello, good morning, people. Welcome back to another watch along. How's everyone doing today? I'm about to sneeze, which is the worst time ever to go live. But anyways, Manchester City versus Crystal Palace. Hold that sneezing, Stephen. When you're about to go live and all of a sudden you're like, a bit sneezy. But anyway, hello. Welcome to everyone joining in on this. You all good? If you wondered, some people asked where my preview was yesterday. I'm a little bit tired. As you can tell, I sound a bit run down as well. I'm a little bit nasally. So last night, I was about to do a preview. Then I thought, I'm really tired. Really tired and a little bit run down because I've done so many videos recently. I've been working my ass off. And I thought, I can't be bothered. So last night, I just took the night off and I rested and... probably had a few too many drinks as well, but I feel like I needed it because we've had a very busy week looking at houses and doing loads of stuff. So basically, that's where I was. Hello to everyone joining in. There's so many people here. Hello to John Parsons calling me a beautiful bastard. It's back at you, John. Hello to Kevin Blow. Hello to Farhan. Hello to Thomas Brown. Say good morning, everyone. Good morning. Right back at you, Thomas. Jimmy, I'll be doing United Liverpool watch along. Maybe, actually. That's not a bad shout, mate. I hadn't really thought about that. Do you know what? I might do, even if it's for the second half only. Hello to Mehmet as well, and hello to everyone else. But sometimes you're tired, so you just... The thing is about YouTube fan channels, they're great fun, but you never get a day off. And when you're a one-man band, it's tiring. It's very tiring sometimes. Hello, and happy birthday to Sammy, man. Hello. Hello to Sammy. Happy birthday, mate. I hope you have a good day. Plastic fan of the GOAT one is just the GOAT one's going. Who you arguing with, GOAT one? If you carry on being a dick, I'll ban you, mate. Stephen said hi to me. I'll say hi to everyone, mate. I'll say hi to everyone. Abdikader, I'm good, mate. Hope you're good as well. Don't forget, everyone, please do hit that like button. We are closing in on 54,500 subscribers, which would be wonderful. You know what? Legand is a legend. Good old Legand. We are at 54,500, actually. I don't know why it's not showing on the screen. Legand, you absolute legend, already with the big hits, the big truths, the big facts. Legand saying, like the stream. I'm going to leave it there for a little bit. You legend, mate. You're absolutely spot on. I'm going to leave it there. It means I can't see the rest of the comments, but it'll be worth it anyway. But this is going to be interesting. This is the kind of game that matters, but doesn't matter at the same time. Do not expect anything from this game of football. Expect nothing, and you won't be disappointed. Genuinely, it's going to be interesting. But my honest opinion of this game, here you go. Here's my 3-minute preview now, right? Here's my preview of the game. Big love to the gun, by the way. This is my preview of the game. I'll talk for the next 3 minutes previewing it. This game is the kind of game that means absolutely nothing yet everything at the same time. Of course, if we win today, United lose tomorrow, we win the league, which is great. Absolutely wonderful. Having said that as well, the chances United win the league now are absolutely microscopic to the point where this game genuinely doesn't really mean anything, because if we put all our eggs into the basket of PSG, even if we lose today, we've still got 4 more goes at getting 1 more win to get us the league without having to worry about the Champions League anymore. So this one, to me, it's very much worth all these changes. I was not expecting Guardiola to do loads of changes today. Sorry, not to keep the strong team today, to not do loads of changes, because he was always going to, man. He was always going to. And it's the right call. It's the right call, because once again, we've got loads and loads and loads of time to still win the league after this game against PSG. And I'm sure we will do. I mean, the ideal scenario for me today is, of course, that we somehow scrape a win. And then I want Liverpool to... I don't want to always win the league. This is my personal thing, and I know most people don't give a shit. And ultimately, I wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't give a shit as well, but I don't want us to win the league tomorrow. I like to see the players on the pitch when we win the league. It's just a personal thing. I want them to see. I love the feeling. I know we're not obviously going to be there, which is a shame, but I do want to see the players celebrate on the pitch, man. Okay, the GOAT one's going now because the GOAT one's a dick. But basically, also, it's Steven, not Steve, by the way. Who told you could drop the end? Anyway, you're gone. See you later, pal. But basically, the way I see it is I want the players to win the game after, It's just a personal thing. So I want a draw tomorrow, because at the same time, I want Liverpool out of the Champions League because it'd be hilarious. So a draw tomorrow for United, and City win today, and they're 12 points behind us with 12 points left and vastly inferior goal difference, meaning we need just 1 draw to win the league. That, to me, is an ideal outcome. We effectively win the league in that way, but without actually winning the league. So that's what I want to happen personally. A City win today and United to draw tomorrow, Liverpool. screwing over United and screwing over Liverpool. Wonderful scenes. To me, that would be absolutely perfect. And to be honest, I sat there looking at all the potential lineups and I couldn't decide who was going to be in this team and all that kind of stuff. But in my head, I was predicting something like this. A team of this kind of like hodgepodge kind ofness. Like your random bunch of players together on the pitch. But we have to do it, really. It's the right call. It really is the right call because this game ultimately doesn't really mean anything. And the next game means everything. Then we've got loads more chances to win the league. As Mo said, changes time to... There'll be about half of you know I'm singing David Bowie and half of you will be like, what the hell has he just sang badly? I'm definitely a bit bunged up today, by the way. I'll try and get... It might be today that I might not be able to get through all this watch along because I am very tired today. I have got a fan view scheduled for later as well, but at least with the fan view, you guys are doing all the talking. So I might leave you all to the fan view later where you can all chat away and I'll just ask a couple of basic questions. And I won't be doing 2 hours of fan view either. So if you want to have your say later on, by the way, don't forget, you have to become a member or Patreon and I will be sending out a message to those guys. Hi, Stephen. I'm still buzzing. Mohamed Muse, likewise, mate. He said, I hope Sergio scores a couple of goals. Pepper's a firm eye on PSG. We're not really here, indeed. What's your score prediction? I think we'll win. I actually think we'll win. Crystal Palace are very much in holiday mode right now. I think we will win this game. I think it'll be a horrible game. Genuinely, I think it'll be a really shit game, but I think we still have enough to win. I just think we will. I guess we've got Aguero today as well, which is interesting. This is going to be interesting to see how Aguero plays today because everyone's still like, and you've got every right to, still hanging on to this idea. Not everyone, quite a few people are still hanging on to this idea that Aguero is still Aguero, that he's still the man that we can rely on to score goals. I don't think he is personally. That's my gut instinct. Not because I don't want him to be, and not because I don't have faith. It's just based off what I've seen in terms of his injuries and based off how long he needs to play regularly to get back to something close to his best. If he's even capable and be involved in the same way anymore. But today we'll find out. I'd be very, very happy if he came today and scored a couple of goals. I mean, I want him to have an incredible game. I want him to be absolutely on fire. Of course I do. But it'd be nice. But I'm not expecting it, man. I'm not expecting it. My prediction is probably probably 1-0 City, actually. I think it's going to be a really, really boring game of football. I know I wish I could hype it up more than that, but I'm going to go for 1-0 Man City, because I think that's all it needs to be as well. It's probably it'll be a mixture of 4-4-2 and 4-2-4. Obviously, it depends when we've got the ball. It is essentially very 4-4-2, you know. It's going to be... Sterling will be on the left, Varane will be on the right, flanking Jesus and Aguero. But it'll be fluid, of course. It'll be fluid, as it always will be. And it's a necessary team. That's one thing I will say. I'm not bothered. Even if we lose today, I couldn't give a shit, man. I couldn't give a shit, genuinely. Well, I could care, obviously, a little bit. But largely, the fact that Mahrez, Walker, De Bruyne, Zinchenko, Foden, Gundogan, Dias, Bernardo, that bench is one of the best benches I've ever seen in a Manchester City side. So the fact that they're on the bench, I'm happy. I want them all there. I want them all on the bench, resting up ahead of the PSG game, which is... a massive game, an absolutely huge game, obviously, midweek. So this one is the right call. It's ridiculous, but it's the right call. Someone says 2016 Uzi says 4-0 City. Back three. It could be a back three. That's not the worst shout in the world. It could be. Let's have a look at the back. What's the lineup again? Let me look at the plays. I don't think it is a back three personally. I don't think it is. Who would be in the back? Who would be in the back? I don't know who would be in the back, basically. No, I think it's a back four. It's a back four. Cancelo, Ake, Laporte. I can't see a back three with that. This one screams 8 possession with 2 chances created, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly, our City. But it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. It's one of those things. Steve, you know the phrase champions? I do know the phrase champions, totally. We've seen a little bit. Oh, yeah, it should be Stefan. Yeah, sorry, that's a typo. There's a typo there. Do you know what? I don't even know if I can be asked to change it. Let me see if I can change it, actually. I've got it saved in Photoshop still. Let me see. I'll change that. That's a copy and paste typo. It's not even my typo. That's the annoying thing about it, you bastards. It has got the umlaut though for Gundogan, which is kind of cool. But I copied and pasted that from Twitter somewhere, and someone else has typoed it, you bastards. Let me get the... I don't... like having typos on my stream. No place for typos, man. No place for typos. It should be changed now. It should be changed. But I want to say thank you, by the way. I want to say thank you to everyone. Everyone watching recently. The support has been absolutely unreal. Typos changed, by the way. There it is. The support's been unreal recently. Worked my arse off, but you guys have all seemed to be enjoying it, so I'm happy about that. I'm really happy you're all enjoying the content, all the live chats and all that kind of stuff, and all the fan view stuff. And I'm doing so many videos these days, but it's really good fun. It's like Christmas, isn't it? This time of the year for City fans. It's just constant games, but we've got to get in there and got to go for it. I don't know why it's not updating, by the way, the live count, because it's at 54,500, so that's a bit annoying. Let me see what's going on with that website where I get the feed from, because it should be updating, but it's not for some reason. But yeah, anyway, I want to say genuinely thanks to all the support recently. It's been very, very good and absolutely loads of fun. I've really, really enjoyed it. It's been class. It's not updating. Strange. It's not updating. You think Aguero can score 7 more goals and become the 3rd highest scorer? No chance, Raghav. Absolutely no chance. I would love it. He's certainly capable of it, but he's not even going to... How many games? You'd have to start all the games. I can't see it, man. I can't see it. Ali, how is it a crucial game? I don't really see it, mate. I don't honestly see how it's a crucial game. I know we could win the league this weekend, but I don't think it's crucial. We're going to win it anyway, so... I don't think this game matters in the slightest. To me, this is a dead rubber. It doesn't matter if we win, doesn't matter if we lose, because we're going to win the league anyway. So ultimately... ultimately, it doesn't matter to me. It's this game, and obviously I want you guys all to stay here and watch along the game with me, but I honestly feel like this game we can watch and be relaxed. So if we're losing or playing badly, it doesn't matter, because we know that as soon as we put the team out against PSG, it'll be a much stronger side. It's a free hit of a game, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. Sometimes you need games like this just to get through the season. Let's get to 200 likes if you don't mind, guys. 289 people watching. Yeah, Sammy, it would be a good birthday present for you. Yeah, I agree, ZS, and we are prioritising the Champions League. So yeah. If you win the league tomorrow, you think it'll be a confidence boost or there'll be a risk of complacency? Either or possible. I don't think this side are complacent at all, Raghav, if I'm being honest. And I don't think we need to win at all at Arbin. I just don't agree, mate. I'm sorry. We're going to win the league either way. Even if we got battered 4-0 today, we're going to win the league. That's just how it is. We're definitely going to win the league. So I'm not worried at all. You might disagree. You're entitled to disagree, but I strongly disagree with that assertion. But I don't think there'll be any complacency. To be honest, I kind of don't want us to win the league tomorrow, genuinely. Well, I do. Obviously, I do want us to win the league as soon as possible. But as I said earlier, I want us to win when we're playing on the pitch, you know. That's my favourite time to win, you know. I want City to be celebrating on the pitch. I want to see the players' reactions celebrating together. And, I don't know, maybe against Chelsea, if we could win it against Chelsea, that would be huge. Obviously, it's not as easy as that because Chelsea are a quality side. But you know... If we win tomorrow, I'll still be delighted. I probably will do a watch along tomorrow, actually. I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow because why not, man? Why not? It's going to be such a big game and we could obviously win the league. So I'll definitely be live. Definitely be live at some point because it'd be stupid of me to not be live tomorrow towards that. Hasher, to be honest, I don't think City's divided into City A and B team, broadly speaking. I just think it is right now, if that makes sense, Hasher. So, because certain players are more informed, they are the A team. And because certain players are not quite as informed, they are the B team. And I think it's as simple as that, really. Like, we know if Sterling was informed, and we know if Gabriel Jesus was bang informed, by the way, they'll definitely starting regularly because Guardiola loves them. And we know, once again, if Ake was in the form of someone else, the only problem Ake's got is that he just... You know, Stones and Diaz are in incredible form. So if Ake was playing regularly and in great form, you know, he'd be in the A side as well. It's just you can't get into that. So I don't really have a B team. We just have a B team by default, if that makes sense. Not because they are the chosen B team players. It's just because they aren't quite as playing as well. Likewise, by the way, if Ferran Torres had taken his chances and was just tricky as fuck and scoring loads of goals, I don't blame him for being a bit out of form, by the way. If he was in form like that, he would be in the A team. It's just as simple as that. But as it is at the moment, he isn't. But I don't think he was like, we'll sign him as a backup. And likewise, Ake. They've all been signed with a chance to get there. Mohammed, I hated it. Yeah, Mohammed said this might be an unpopular opinion, but I enjoyed when West Brom went to Old Trafford and won us the league. It was less stressful. I get you, I entirely get your point, Mohammed, and you're not wrong, by the way, to say that because it's your opinion. I hated it. All of a sudden, we were sat at home like, oh, we won the league. I wanted to be watching a game. You know, it was like, oh, we just got a text and we won the league. It was like I found out via notification on my phone, and that's how we won the league. I was like, it felt so empty for me personally. Like I don't know. It was kind of the idea of it was fun, but I just it was I don't know. I like moments, and there's no moment there that makes sense. It feels like job done as opposed to celebration. It feels less human to me. So I don't know. I like watching the players' reactions on the pitch when they throw their arms up in the air and they drop to the knees and they run around, and I like seeing that. You don't get that when the league's won for you when no one's there. So like it's to me, it's not the same personally. Ben, yeah, no fans there does make it feel more worthless, unfortunately. Obviously, it isn't entirely worthless, but it's not the same. It isn't, unfortunately. It just isn't. Like, the 20, the 93-20 scenes are there because of the fans' reaction, and that's what makes it. Like, it's life. I will deal with it, and I'm never not going to enjoy watching our team pick up trophies. But you do miss that communal feel, man. You do miss it. But we'll be all right, man. We'll be all right. What are you guys thinking over under 2.5 goals? Probably under, Dave, for me personally. Let's go indeed, Ibrahim Eid. Let's go, mate. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the likes of 200, by the way. What's everyone's predictions? Let me know when I have some more coffee. RZS. There is absolutely no chance, in my opinion, that... 2.5, by the way, William, is because it's a betting thing. It's a betting thing, I think. There's no chance Sancho to Liverpool. They are absolutely fucking skint. Liverpool are painfully skint. If they don't get in the Champions League, they are genuinely... There was a bit in their reports where they're like even worried about how they're going to carry on. Like, Liverpool are genuinely broke, so they're not dropping 100 million on Sancho. There's no way, genuinely. There's absolutely no chance. So, yeah. I just can't see that personally. I can't see that. Yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Palace about to get pancakes under the moonlight of Lake Minnetonka. Nice. 3-1 City, 4-0, 3-0, 3-1. Junior saying 2-0. How crucial is Bernardo Silva to you? Because I feel he's more crucial to the KDB. I don't think he's more crucial, mate. I think they're both incredibly crucial, personally. Genuinely. But I wouldn't say he's more important, but I think he's absolutely huge for us in the way that many players are. Yeah, massive, massive. Big love to Bostron 5000, who's got a great Bostron, man. Like he says, my manager lets me watch the game at work. Top guy. Your manager's ace. Big shout out to your manager. What an absolute hero. We need more people like that. Football, greater than work. What you need to do is get a job where you're watching football. That's what I've tried to do. But big love to your manager, man. What's your manager's name? Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Up the manager, indeed. Just play Agüero. Serious Sam, he's playing. Do you think Sterling will leave in the summer? No chance. Absolute zero chance, mate. Nicola's out, John. But Nicola's out, so I don't know what her score would be. But she's out at the moment. No idea. His name is Nate. Nate, you're a legend. Iana Moran, if you got to the Champions League final, I'd want Real Madrid. I wouldn't want Chelsea because, I don't know, I don't like playing another English team. If we got there, I don't like the idea of playing another Premier League team. It just feels cursed to me. It feels cursed. And also, yeah, I don't know, I fancy your chances against Madrid more than Chelsea. Because Tuchel's, like, kind of styled style, like, really, like, niggly style. I don't like it at all. It's hard to beat. So I would go for definitely that. I think I'd rather play Madrid personally. Come on, Agüero, indeed, man. I want to see. This is like, unfortunately, I made my peace with Sergio's involvement an awful long time. Genuinely, okay. Pep Talk. There was no reports of Sterling going. There was one shit website called Football Insider who a guy I'd never heard of, said he could go. That's what I love the aggregator accounts, but City Extra in that instance, the aggregator account, there was no reports. There was one shit website that reported it. Like, so that's not reports plural. So like it was, to me, that whole report was absolute nonsense. It was genuine nonsense. He's not going anywhere. One, no one can afford him, and two, we don't spend all year negotiating a contract with him to decide we're going to sell him. I'm 99.9999% certain. He's always 0.1%, of course, but I'm certain Sterling's going nowhere, because that report, I read into it myself, it was a load of nonsense. It was a totally unsourced. Sports Illustrated is just City Extra, which was then taken via Footy Insiders, whoever the hell they are. Like, they've never even heard of them before. They've got absolutely zero reputation. So you got to bear in mind, these things are just rehashed by some tiny journalist from nowhere. It's nonsense. If Sterling was going by now, we'd hear from actual big journalists. So it's nonsense. He's not going anywhere. But let's see if Sterling can build on his performance against Spurs later, because he was good against Spurs, man. Sorry. Why is Aki playing? Because obviously he's playing. He was always going to play today, man. It was obvious as anything. So if you didn't see that coming, that's on you. Tyrone, Sterling has been captain many times this season. Exactly, man. You're not going to. They're not. He's been captain regardless of his form. They're not going to sell him. They're clearly not going to sell him. I might be wrong, and I could look stupid, but you know, he's not going to happen. Big love to Tyrone for the super chat. He's not in a great space right now, but it's just. I can't see it. And Silent Whisperer, like, he wants to play in Spain, maybe, but Real Madrid aren't going to sign him. Barcelona aren't going to sign him. They can't afford it, and they want Mbappe and they want Haaland. Sterling is not going anywhere. Even if he wants him, who's going to pay the money? Who's going to pay that? Tell me who's going to pay it. Not going to happen. Happy NK, I don't think it's a really strange lineup. It's just the exact lineup you'd expect, really. It's like just a bunch of players, isn't it? Essentially, this lineup is just fucking put players on the pitch and hope for the best. It's just chaos. Chose chaos and violence. I understand it, to be honest. It makes a lot of sense. It's just a bunch of players on the pitch. See what happens. But it wouldn't be about him, would it, Pep Talk? You know, because quite literally, he probably will be involved, and he was involved in Champions League group stages. And do you know what? We've won many things about other players at some point. Does it say a lot about Agüero? Does it? You know, it's many ways you can look at it. Sterling will be on the bench. He will be. When Sterling fit forward, we need to remember these moments. I feel like he's one of our least respected players. He is indeed. People dislike Sterling, and obviously we can't swap. Like, obviously Sterling won't go to Aston Villa or Aubrey, so like we're not going to be able to swap him because Sterling won't go to Aston Villa. Of course he won't. Grealish is brilliant, by the way, but like one thing I will say about Grealish is he's very similar to what we've got already, which I'm a little bit like. I wouldn't complain if he got him, but I would like something a bit different. That's something I will say about Grealish. Like, he's a great player, but I would like genuinely. I'd like an actual proper winger that beats people, like a pacey winger. You know, because losing it just feels like an odd swap for me. Quality player, definitely, but like it seems odd. For Mahrez, he's in incredible form, Ali. He's absolutely brilliant. Genuinely. Adrian, yeah, I have seen those Torres clips. I mean, pretty trading clips are always kind of like two trading clips are always nothing. And pretty, if you watch when you watch the players shoot at the start of the game, you'll see Nathan Ake put it in the top corner, warming the keeper up and stuff like that. So it's like they're fun, but they're trading clips, aren't they? He's a good finisher, obviously, clearly. By the way, he just needs to he needs to find his confidence on the pitch at the moment. Grealish is a traitor to Ireland, says Mr. Cheese Grater. Maybe he is, man. But wasn't he born and raised in Birmingham? He's got every right to say he's English, mate. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm a traitor to Ireland as well, because my grandparents are Irish, but my dad's Welsh. My mum's born and raised in Manchester. I'm born and raised in Manchester, so I'm English. Maybe he shouldn't have played for Ireland in the first place. I guess one thing I will say is I don't really care. So it's his life. He can live what he wants to. He's not very Irish though, is he, Grealish? Let's be honest. I mean, he is, but he isn't. He's not like he didn't grow up in Ireland. Guys, he's Foden on the bench. Of course he is. Yeah, I want to see Torres over the game today. It could be massive for him. Genuinely, I want to see him involved. I want to see him running at people. It'd be lovely. 2 defensive mids. We're only playing those midfielders because that's all we got. Like, we don't want to play Gundogan, De Bruyne, and Bernardo. So, yeah, we did, Mr. Cheese Grater. I don't know why he did that, but the point is that was his call. But you're allowed to do that, man. You're allowed to do it. Do people want to keep Sterling? They obviously watched the match against Lyon. Yes, of course, that one game against Lyon undermines him being one of our greatest goal scorers ever. Quite literally is. And of course, it undermines him getting in Team of the Years, winning individual trophies, saving us and scoring so many goals. Obviously, that one game against Lyon absolutely writes it all off. By the way, are we also writing off Fernandinho's legacy against Lyon? Are we also writing off Agüero because he's never scored in a big semi-final, quarter-final for us? Are we also going to write... I hate this revisionism, as if he was the only one responsible for that poor performance, as if he was the only one. It's such a stupid, short-sighted way to look at football. I'm sorry, I get so tired of it. Like, yes, of course, like, I'm sorry. No, you don't define Sterling's career by one game. Against the game fucking ages ago now, so get over it. Jack Lees, you're talking fucking nonsense. He's had more stinkers than world-class performances. That's nonsense. I'm sorry, man. Like, recency bias drives you mad. He's been in bad form for a while now, I agree. But the idea that he wasn't brilliant for us for absolutely ages, it's just like, why are we forgetting for 2.5, 3 years? He was just banging in and being very good most weeks, or not world-class often. Like, why are we forgetting that? It feels so harsh. I don't get why we do it. Always the same. It's always the same. Like, we always just give him such a hard time, and it drives me mad. It just drives me mad. I think it's nonsense. And I think it's unfair. Even last season when none of us were playing well, he still scored 30 goals. And he was still like, he wasn't in his best form. But by the way, it's hard to be in your best form when the team around you are playing shite as well, which they actually were. But he was still like our most dangerous attacker last year. Genuinely was. Anyway, let's not talk about Sterling until we have to talk about Sterling. We are minutes away from kickoff. 3 minutes away from kickoff. Guardiola and Hodgson there. Bloody hell, Hodgson's old, isn't he? Come on, City, anyway. Come on, City. But either way, regardless of what you think or what I think, Sterling ain't going anywhere. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. So let's just support him. Let's support him and get behind this team because that's all we can do right now. And this game today is a good chance for him to build on the good performance against Spurs, and it was a good performance. We don't talk about the L word here as well. I agree. Like, we've banished Lyon, man. I mentioned it there, but we banished it. Ban that word. I might just ban Lyon. I might ban it on the chat. I wish I could make it so that word was like starred, like a swear word. Anyway, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. Get ready to sing, Stephen, or what we're singing about. Nathan Aki, baby. Nathan Aki, whoa. He was playing at centre back for Man City. I'm not ready for the next lyrics. Nathan Aki. I wonder how many people out of the 300 people watching actually know the Human League song. How many people actually know the one I'm referencing? I guarantee most people don't know an 80s obscure electronic song. It's not that obscure, admittedly. Come on, City. Come on, City. We are not far from kickoff now. Let's fucking go indeed. Come on, man. Come on, City. Let's get the dub today. Let's get the win. Let's get the win, man. We need it. You're not that old, Russell, probably. Good song, really. It's a great song. Good on you, Bostron. Bostron, do you know the song because of me? Or do you know the song anyway? Oh, my laptop's not charging. Just realised. Don't you want me? Tune. What time is it over in America, if anyone was watching, by the way? Because I wonder where like some of the regulars are. They must be knackered. Big love to Tyrone. Ake will end up as Diaz's long-term partner. Remember this super chat, Stephen. Mate, I will remember this. That's a big shout. It's a big shout, Tyrone. Hopefully you. I mean, if you're right, it means he's had a blinder. So eventually, that's a big shout, Tyrone. And we'll see, man. We'll see. Come on, City. Tyrone, you're a legend, mate. Thank you so much, Tyrone. Look at that bench, man. As the camera pans across it, it's ridiculous. What was Bernardo eating then? What was he eating? We are getting ready to kick off. My BT Sports stream's been slow as ever. 6:30, 7:30. 4:30 for John. Jesus Christ, mate. Yeah, no wonder some people are still in bed. Hello to Andy and Alison. Welcome. Right, we are about to kick off. Come on, City. We're underway. Come on, Man City, man. Come on. This is going to be fun. Hopefully. I just want a good game today, man. That's what I want, chances. I'm not even that arsed if we lose, as long as the game isn't an absolute ball ache. I can imagine, John. Do you know what? I actually kind of like, I couldn't do it regularly, but I kind of like getting up for pre-season games. The one thing I missed, by the way, this year was obscure pre-season games. I hope the world gets to a good enough place by August that we can actually see some pre-season games with the academy lads involved. Because last season, the academy players couldn't be involved due to... we didn't have any pre-season games whatsoever, but they couldn't be involved due to like isolation of squads and all that kind of stuff. I'm hoping this year it'll be different. I'm hoping we get to see the likes of Delap and Palmer play with the first team in pre-season games. I love that kind of shit. I love it, man. Let's go anyway. Come on, City. So basically, it looks like two in the midfield. Oh yeah, Fernandinho's at the back. Morning, CJ TV. Fernandinho's at the back by the looks of it. Or is he? Who's in midfield then? No, Fernandinho's in midfield now. I think it's... No, it's hard to tell. I'm working out. I think we could try and read into these things early on too much. I think Fernandinho might be in midfield, actually. Come on, City. William, no idea, man. He's a very, very dire pundit, isn't he? Yeah, he's in the middle. Come on, morning, Alster. Yeah, he's in the middle, Safi, you're right. It just dropped a little bit. We can do this too much for the first few minutes, because what happens is it's intentional as well. By the way, they move around a little bit to kind of create a bit of uncertainty for Palace. Guardiola loves that. He loves a little bit of uncertainty. No, I'm not going to show the match, Robbie. I'm sorry, mate. I don't want to undo years of hard work and show this and get my channel taken down. I just want to see some fun today. That's what I want to see. I want to see players. I want to see some players put in a performance, hopefully just to be... Oh, Joao's holding his face rolling about. Just to put in a performance to ask some questions about their involvement in future games. Zaha has... There's nothing in that from Zaha. He's not really paying attention. I'm not gonna have a go at Zaha for that, man. He's just kind of waving his arms about. His slow motion looks really bad, but I don't think Zaha's trying to hurt him there or anything like that. Personally, maybe I'm being too kind. We all want to see that Safi, man. Aguero goal today would be lovely, wouldn't it? Who doesn't want an Aguero goal? Oh, decent cross. Same pep talk, man. Same. What is Roger moaning about now? I can't wait for fans back in the ground. I genuinely can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. I just missed that collective roar. Think this as well when the games come back. What happens with the watch-alongs, lads? Alf, I think that's right, man. I don't actually know. Is that correct with Aguero and his rankings? Is it a couple of goals that he moves up, or how many goals does he need to move up? Oh, unlucky Ferner. Safi, to be honest with me, I just watch with whatever they give me on BT Sport. I don't really change it. Maybe I could change it, couldn't I? I'm not bothered. It's got fake fan noise on, yeah. I'm not bothered, to be honest, mate. Fernandinho's 36 on Tuesday. Oh, he's the year above me in the school year thing. Does anyone else do that thing when they go for ages? Is he the school year above? That's how we all decide if someone's older. Ferner's 4 months older than me, Ferner. 4 months. 4 months in a week. Mad that, eh? Mad. No, it'd be Thomas. Imagine the shit I would boil with that. A watch along the stadium. I would be public enemy number 1. 7 goals. Yeah, he's not getting 7 goals. I'd take 1 goal, to be honest. I just want to see Aguero score another goal. Is that too much to ask? You know. Why does I support Man City? Because it's all I've ever done. I'm a Man City fan from Manchester for every year of my life. I chose Man City actually when I was about 3 years old, back in the late 80s, early 90s. Everyone at my school supported United. I was about 4 years old, so probably even younger, probably about 3. I remember seeing the colour blue, which is my favourite blue as a kid. Colour as a kid. I know it sounds simple in the word Manchester. I chose Man City. Back, I would say it's probably about 1989 when that happened, I reckon. Yeah, I'm old, Jack, unfortunately, mate. I'm old. Good morning, Orman. Just woke up. It's 12:30, you lazy bastard. Get out of bed. Yeah, that's the levels of stuff. Who's really enjoying themselves more, though? Good morning, Mario. Good afternoon, I guess. Redaval's got incredible hair. I must admit, I've never really noticed his hair before. Orman allowed. I never have days off. What are days off like? What's a day off like? Only time we get a days off is when we go on holiday, because then I stop making videos. What do you mean old? You haven't lived half your life yet? No, I'm at the age now, Noise is hyper, where with this age where all you start thinking about is mortgages and family and finance. And then how you're going to be able to pay the bills in a few years' time. That's what you start thinking about. That's when you feel old. When you feel consumed by, like, non-fun stuff. That's when you know when you feel old. Go on, Sergio. Nice, Sergio. There you go. They're passing you the ball, Sergio. You happy about that? I was living in Irveston when I was born. Yeah, that's where I'm from, Irveston, really. Well, Lostock, really, but yeah. Decent-ish start, by the way. Decent-ish start. Mendy with the cross. No? Yeah, yeah. Oh! Decent chance, that, man. Decent chance for Torres. Pep talk is, I guess we City don't have a small fan base, of course, but they, it's probably not quite as big as just Liverpool and United in those places. It's as simple as that, but it's still big. It's just relative, isn't it? We haven't got the biggest, admittedly. If so, we'd have giant like fan media, which we don't, but it's fine. It's not exactly tiny. Decent effort, them. David, I think Varane will be better next season. Generally. William, get a fake one, man. Get a fake one. No, we're not a small one in England, pep talk. It's fair to say we don't have the fan base the size of, say, like United and Liverpool, because in England, because those they swept up an awful lot of fans in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that because of all the win successes and stuff like that. But we're not small, no, at all. We had we're not the biggest, but it's definitely not small. We had like in the third tier of English football, the old Division 2, or as it's called now, League 1, we had like 30,000 going to our games. Yeah, maybe you're right, Omen. Maybe the fans. Maybe he's the kind of person who would feed off fans. Interesting, by the way. Very interesting. Zinchenko's not playing today. I wonder, genuinely, I wonder if that means he's going to be playing against Thingy. Against PSG. I think he will do. I can imagine that John said in the USA he only really meets United or Chelsea fans. Chelsea's fan base grew massively because they got an awful lot of success at the right time. They were 10 years earlier than us, and they swept up an awful lot of fans during the 2000s. Like genuinely, during like the real boom of football in certain places, they swept up an awful lot of fans. It's just all marketing. It's as simple as that. And Chelsea also got an awful lot of fans over in Africa because of during that successful period, they had the likes of Drogba, Sen, Jeremy, even Malouda was African heritage, I think. I know he played for France, but he had African heritage. They had an awful lot of players like that, which meant Kalou as well. So they grew massively in Africa. So apparently, you go to there, you get a lot of Arsenal fans as well for the same reason with all the players of African heritage as well, like Vieira and so on. This is not terrible so far. It's fine. It's all right. It's what you'd expect, and as good as it gets, really, so far. We certainly look up for it. If not, obviously, our fluid best, we look fine. Oh, Hamster, that was a good day, mate. I remember that day well, yeah. I was there with my friend, Paul, and Nicholas were there as well. When we unveiled Pep, that was a buzz, wasn't it? It felt like a start of something, and it was a start of something. That doesn't surprise me, actually, Tyrone. There's a lot of Zimbabweans, including myself, started supporting Man City because of Benjani. This is the power of it, though, isn't it, mate? I can totally get that and understand it. It's what happens, you know, like it's happens around the world. But you're welcome. I'm glad you're here. Oh, Sterling's shot was terrible, by the way. But I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here. I don't think it's a tradition to start slow in big games, mate. I think it's just the way we play. Why is it buffering? Why is my internet being shit? Fuck knows. Come on. Sort out, internet. Can't really fix it. There's nothing I can do other than restart the router, which would kill the thing. Fingers crossed it gets better. I've changed the bit rate. Fingers crossed that will help. Fingers crossed that'll get better. No idea. Apologies. Sarmiento, Thomas. To be honest, mate, I haven't got much of an opinion for Sarmiento until we see what happens with him. Like, let's see what happens with him. Like, genuinely. He might never play for Manchester City. He might go on loan somewhere and that's it. Like, he looks like a good player. I remember watching all the clips when we were first linked to him. He looks genuinely pretty intelligent. I'll change the camera and see if that makes a difference. You know, a slightly better camera. The thing is, Jamie, my Wi-Fi is hyper optic and it's brilliant all day and all kind of stuff. And then I've not had any lag issues actually for a few weeks. So I don't know what's causing it today. Maybe because it's a Saturday this time of day. I'll try and get a router fixed maybe. It's a terrible cross from Palace, man. So what's Sterling doing now? Oh, he's... Oh, Jesus, Raheem. Jesus, Raheem, man. Jesus, just shoot for crying out loud, Raheem. Great ball. So he gets around the guy here now. Smack it there. Ah, yeah. He did really well to sit him down. He did really well to sit him down initially. Then just... There. Well, that second touch was terrible. You gotta shoot, man. You gotta shoot. It's a great ball from the port as well, by the way. You had no chance to shoot. Danny, you had a billion chances to shoot, man. You could have shot at any point. It was a nice run for what it's worth. Anyway, come on, City. Mendy's playing alright. I agree, actually, Danny. He's doing alright. Because the thing is, you can't accuse Sterling of not trying. Like, he obviously isn't. He obviously is trying. I don't think he's great either, ducking the mud. Mendy's obviously our third choice left back, but he's not playing that badly. Oh, decent. Sergio, I love Sergio, but he doesn't like Sergio, does he? The thing about Aguero, I always think he looked incredibly sharp. Like he looks sprightly. Now he just seems to kind of amble about, kind of semi-slowly. I love him. Fingers crossed he'll get better. But he's just kind of walking about the pitch, which makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. Don't get me wrong, absolutely love Sergio, but I guess the point is these days we've got such a dynamic team that someone who isn't quite as dynamic doesn't really seem to work, maybe. Everything he does seems a lot slower, but I still love him, don't get me wrong. It's just I feel like we've moved on from him. I don't think we'll sign Kane Odwa personally. I can't see as I can't really see us that putting in a bid that they'd accept personally. I don't think he wants to go for it as well. I think it's really obvious. Ah, Jesus, giving the ball away. There should be some rule with this team. Like, they're in the area and you got a sighted goal. Just fucking smack it, man. Sergio, just shoot. You're Sergio Aguero. It was really nice football. Just fucking shoot, man. What was this? What was why? It's really nice football. Wallop it, Sergio. Aguero, man. No. I wonder if he's overthinking it. I wonder if he's overthinking it as well. Trying to fit into the team. You probably realise that these days you have to pass it in front of goal. Either way, by the way, we created a couple of chances, so that's not too bad. We aren't playing too bad. He is bulkier, Aguero, by the way. I think he looks a bit too bulky, if I'm being honest. Like, it'll definitely hinder his mobility a little bit, but it's his call. Fair enough. But I think at this age of your career, the last thing you want to be is probably slower. Good defending, Fernandinho. Ben Gurner, there's a clock right there, mate. But even then, YouTube is like, you're getting it 10, 15 seconds later, so... I do love Fern, admittedly. Dan, you're probably not wrong, mate. Dan says he thinks Sergio maybe his mentor already left. I mean, it broke my heart to see it, but in the it looked that way, to be honest, when he was on the pitch celebrating the Carabao Cup final. He looked a little bit like smart, happy for everyone else, supposed to happy for himself, which was quite sad, really. Like he felt like he didn't deserve to be there, which was really weird. Yeah, I think we're actually playing alright as well, Kieran. Be sharper there. Who's Torres, Glenn Hoddle? Torres, mate. Nice football there. Nice passing. Yeah, I mean, Zaha reminds me a little bit of Grealish in that way. He looks very frustrated. He could have a great career. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with playing at Palace. They're a good club and all that kind of stuff. But you could tell, with all due respect to any Palace fans who may be watching this, you could tell he wanted to go and win, try and play in the Champions League and all that kind of stuff. And I don't get it when they do this, when they sign a new contract, which makes them unattainable. Like, why? They're already very, very rich, and they sign it and get an extra 30 grand a week or something, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but like, it seems very short term. For me, I would rather just not have. I'd rather be on 80 grand a week instead of 110, and then know I'd be able to get a move to a big club if I wanted to go and play in the Champions League. Like, what difference does 30 grand a week make when you're on, already a millionaire? Like it's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, I don't know. It might even be more than that. I just guessed those numbers. KC escape. I don't think Sergio will be anywhere near the pitch if you get to the final, unless we're winning 4-0, 5-0. I don't see him getting on, which he sounds awful, but Sinister, no worries, man. You don't have to, mate. No worries. No worries. Sinister, I still love you anyway, of course. Don't worry. Positive unicorn's always welcome, but don't worry. I don't think City are playing badly. I think we're doing all right. If it's fine for a B-side, Go on, Raheem. There's a foul. There's a foul. Feels like this game that we just kind of get through. We just get through this game. It's going to be ultimately forgettable. Nothing wrong with that. There's many of those games this season. That's sloppy there from Rodri. But there's many of those kind of games. Who gives a shit, man? Who gives a shit as long as we get through? Like, as long as we don't lose. I wouldn't even care too much if we lost, as long as we don't embarrassed. It does feel like sometimes some people can't wait to slag off Sterling. It feels that way. It genuinely feels that way. Like they genuinely enjoy slagging off certain players. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'll never be that kind of person. I'm an optimist. I don't take any any pleasure from it. Some people do. Some people like to be cynical, edgy bastards for the sake of it, and I don't get it personally. It's not really me. Yeah, Aubrey, 0-0 isn't the worst thing in the world. It might happen. Oh, decent save, man. Decent save. That should have been 1-0 Palace there, really. No, I wouldn't, Casey. I would not take a 5-1 defeat. No, of course I wouldn't. Good save, Eddie. Good save, Eddie. This is kind of what I expected. It's okay. It's all right so far. I think that was shoulder to shoulder too. I agree. That's not a foul. It's shoulder to shoulder. I think that's not a foul personally. Genuinely. But whatever, ref. Whatever, ref. Oh, my dad's having Wi-Fi problems. My dad's having Wi-Fi problems at home. I'm sorry, Dad. Well, how was that shot from Riyad, man? Ake's a good player. Ake hasn't as much time to become who he wants to be. It's very difficult for him. You know, like you need games, don't you? You need games. Like he's been cut off in his prime this season, which is a big shame. But he's a quality player. He'll be good for us in time. It's just a tough for him. I didn't think City knew that Stones was going to become John fucking Beckenbauer. You know, the Barnsley Beckenbauer. I didn't think we know that at all. Why would we? Good ball. Oh, unlucky. Ref did ball it, by the way. Defending Ferner. Ferner's so good, isn't he? How is he that old as a footballer? You're fine, Eze. Get up. You get up. Oh, my ass. Oh, we got a new member. Circus Dog. What a name is that, man? I love it. Circus Dog is a new member. Welcome to the Esteemed Kompany, man. Big love. Shell Shock. Circus Dog Shell Shock Live. I love it. What a name. Circus Dog indeed, man. I love it. What does it mean? Tell me. I guess it just means about a dog at a circus or something. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Circus Dog. I'm going to put you on the wall now. 1 second. I'm just doing the editing in Photoshop. You absolute legend. Thank you so much, Circus Dog, for becoming a member. There you are. Thank you. You're on the wall now. Really, really appreciated. Legend. Circus Dog Shell Shock Live. Thank you so much. You're about to come up on the wall there. There you are. Boom. Legend. Thank you so much. Sloppy for Cancelo. It's as good a reason as any to call your name that. Your dog used to go crazy. Fernandinho is a Premier League great as well. You're right, mate. I want him extended, Kieran. I do. I want him extended. Only because I think we've got some academy players that are really, really good that could actually surprise us. Like the likes of Romeo Lavia and Tommy Doyle. I think they're absolutely brilliant. Romeo Lavia in particular, he's got an awful, awful good chance making it. So I want him to not be blocked. Oh, shape feels like an amoeba. Specific biological reference there. Yeah, he's 17, Solomon. That's the point. Yeah, he is 17. You're right. But let me look at his age now. But if Fernandinho stays for another year, he's also brilliant, by the way. Like he's been one of our best players at youth level already. So he's 17. He'll be not far from 19 by the time the season after starts if Fernandinho goes, and he will be ready to be useful then potentially. That's why I'd rather see it wait and see. Where you going, Sergio? That's why I want to see Romeo Lavia have a chance to prove himself. So another Fernandinho year would do that, I reckon. Felix Nemecha will leave in the summer, I reckon. I don't think he's going to make it at Man City, Felix Nemecha. I really like him, but he's often on the bench for the EDS because he's inconsistent. Brilliant, talented, but inconsistent. So he's late 20 as well now. If he's going to get in the first team, we'd know by now. So I think he's going to leave. Same with his brother, Lucas. Cole Palmer's brilliant as well. But I don't know what I'm going to do with Cole Palmer. Might get a loan maybe, because either way, he's too good for this level. It's weird because we look so casual, Emmett, but I don't think we're trying to be casual. We're trying to be calm, but it looks casual, if that makes sense. That's very true, Legan. The Wall of Members would have been better than the PSG one. It was terrible. Who's the next big academy breakout circus? After Tench and Liam Dapp. After that, probably a Romeo Lavia, maybe. I would say I really like McAtee an awful lot. Oh, decent. Is he off? Ah! Lovely ball, by the way. Is he actually offside? Oh, he's only just offside. Lovely ball from Werner. Yeah, good finish, by the way. Annoyingly a good finish. He's offside, isn't he? Great finish, though, genuinely. That's what you want to see. Good movement and good finish. Just literally about half a foot offside. That was Werner, by the way, as well. Once again, Werner being absolutely wonderful. Sell Jesus, promote Dilap, and sign Martin as a replacement for Aguero. It's wild, that. Wild. I have no idea. Who's going to come in the summer. I'm hoping Haaland, of course, but you never know. To be honest, Osman, the B team is just... Well, it's just rusty, isn't it? Because they don't play very often. Oh, he's so close to Jesus offside. His feet is that... The thing is, looking at the offside, he's kind of level with his feet, but these days his upper body's not allowed to be offside, is it? But difficult. He was barely offside for what it's worth. It's inches, isn't it? Inches. I think his feet were onside as well, Sinister. That's the thing. I would be doing the offside rule based on feet. That if I got to decide, it'd be... You can't be where your feet aren't, can you? Your feet are everything, man. So I don't get it, personally. That's what I would do. Nice. Oh, lucky Sergio. Lucky. Lucky Sergio, you handsome bastard. He's so big these days, isn't he? Guys, I'll be honest. I'm absolutely bursting for the toilet. I'm going to go look into the toilet. I'll be back in a minute, all right? Stay there. And I'm back. Apologies for that. I drank all that water there, and I was like, I really, really needed the toilet, man. I needed it. I'm back. I didn't miss anything, I don't think, from what I can tell. Oh, Varane just across the goal. Apologies about that. You gotta go sometimes. You gotta go. Stay out, yeah, it's only fair, man. Get rid of me. Unlucky. By the way, everyone was like, we need to play a striker because any goals across the front will be tapped in by a striker. There was a crossing thing, and none of the strikers got on the end of it. It just goes to show you that false nine doesn't, just because we're playing false nine doesn't mean people are going to be there in those positions to get on the end of crosses, as we just saw then. Could happen, of course, but it's not guarantees the point I'm making. Come on, City. I missed a Sterling miss. Did I really? Did I actually miss a Sterling miss? Again. Come on, City. Ah, Rodri, man. I'll try and find it on Twitter. So someone's got a clip of it. Sterling getting the bar. Someone talk me through the chance. Was it like a long ranger? Was it like a chance from up close? Service straight whenever the cross happens. 6-yard box. All right, interesting. In the box. Okay, that doesn't surprise me either, unfortunately. Doesn't surprise me at all. Love you, Raheem, but these days. I hope he gets a winner today. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, I feel rough today. Rough today, lads. Tired. Hope I haven't got the old COVIDs. Don't think I shouldn't do, but you never know, do you? Go on, Eddie, throw it out. To be honest, I don't think we've been quite that bad. To be honest, I know we haven't been brilliant, but it's like, did anyone expect anything more from this side? Really? Like we've created a few chances. You know, some players are clearly rusty. Some players are, you know, not at the best at the moment. But I don't think it's been that bad. I'd be lying if I said it's been that bad. It's just been, you know, meh. It's been all right. We've been the better team, I would say, overall. Could have scored. Probably should have scored. It's just like, it's just all right. Like, I'm not gonna complain about something that I knew was coming, if that makes sense. It's just like, meh. And I think also my expectations are so low. Raheem just running into a crowd there. In that instance, I'm not gonna have going too much because he was just like a lot. He was surrounded a lot. Turn and toe poke it though, man. Come on, man. Come on, City. Ooh, tired. This game is not what I needed today when I'm feeling a bit run down. I needed a bit of energy, Man City. I needed something to get excited about. It's like just keeping my eyes open. Oh, Mendy miscontrolled the ball. It happens. No big deal. It's not that frustrating though, Ben, is it really? Why are you frustrated, Ben? Genuinely, it's a genuine comment. Like, it's just a dead rubber, isn't it? It's like being frustrated at a game that means nothing. It's not been that bad. It's just a bit shrug-worthy. We've seen worse than this. It's just a bit boring, isn't it? That's all it is. I wouldn't say I'm frustrated though by it. Just a bit boring. Zinchenko would be my choice, Karen, for left back. He deserved it. He deserved it. He was great the other day. I still think we'll win this game, by the way, for what it's worth. That was an ultimately forgettable half football, wasn't it? Genuinely was. Half time. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you all. I feel like fucking shit. I feel very run down, very tired and knackered. I think I'm going to come back for the fan view live later, but I need to calm down. My voice feels like it's about to... my throat is absolutely killing. Absolutely killing. So I'm going to end it there, this stream, and watch the game quietly and rest my eyes for an hour. Rest my voice for an hour. Then I'm going to do my match reaction. Then I'm going to come back for the fan view live. But right now, I just need to rest this voice. It's really, 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 really sore. And this game is, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'll be honest. Physically, I'm struggling. I've tried to put up my energy, but I'm just struggling physically. I'm not feeling well at all. If I had someone with me, like if it was two of us doing that, I could lean on someone else, but I just can't. So I'm going to go and get some food and rest up a little bit. Watch the second half. I'll be back for full time, and I'll be back for the fan view. You're all awesome, but